You know what, Mrs. Cole? I have to tell you that your daughter, Kelly, is doing so well.
Is she?
Yeah, she's working really hard on her narrative.
Good.
And she's really expressing a lot of her feelings and just doing really well.
Good.
Yeah.
Happy.
Yeah. Sometimes, though, I'm worried about you. I feel like you're really still suffering a bit and finding it difficult at times to even talk about what has happened.
Yeah, I'm having a hard time.
Yeah. So I wonder if we could really focus in a little bit, as we've talked about before, on what it is you're saying to yourself at times that you're feeling really down.
Okay.
Can you think about this week, the last time during this week that you found yourself thinking about your child being sexually abused and feeling really, really upset about it?
Yeah. I put Kelly to sleep on Wednesday, and usually before I go to sleep I try and do a little bit of reading. I was sitting in the bed and I just started crying. I just started feeling really sad. And started thinking about, what Kelly's been through. And
okay. So why don't you really get into that moment? See if you can really get back there and capture for me what it is that you found yourself saying to yourself. And if you don't mind, I'm going to write them down. Okay. I think it would be helpful for me to just sort of have a record of some of the things you're saying so that we could review them together.
Okay, so my thoughts you want to know.
Yes.
Okay.
Can you really get back there and recall what it is you were saying to yourself?
I was saying that, my little girl lost her innocence. I was saying that I'm a bad parent. Why couldn't I protect her? Happened right under my nose. I was saying that, this doesn't happen to other families we know. This has never happened to other families we know. What's wrong with us?
What else?
I was just saying that, Kelly, is now so much different than her friends. And I was just feeling so sad. That this is such a sad situation, I was saying, that this happened. She's only 9 years old.
You know what? Some of these thoughts are really accurate, and I can't dispute them. It is sad that this happened. It's very sad that she's only 9 years old. There are other things that you're saying to yourself that I don't think are so accurate.
Like what?
Well, let's look at them together. One of your thoughts is that your little girl has lost her innocence. When I think of innocence, I think of being childlike and sort of being silly.
Yeah.
And, finding fun and laughter in places that, many of us as adults don't. I see that a lot in Kelly. And I wonder if you do, if you really sort of concentrate on thinking about her being silly and thinking of her laughter.
Yeah, Kelly likes to be silly. She likes to have a good time with her friends. And, she still plays with dolls. And,
okay. Well, you know what? This week I really want you to concentrate on noticing that more.
Okay.
Okay? Noticing how cute she is and how funny she can be and how really childlike she is, despite this experience.
Yes.
Okay?
Okay.
Now let's look at another thought you had. I'm a bad parent.
I do feel like a bad parent.
Yeah.
I feel like, I should have been able to protect my daughter.
Yeah.
And I didn't. I mean, doesn't that make me a bad parent?
You know what? Sexual abuse is something that is very, very difficult to protect children from. Remember we talked about how it happens to 1 out of 4 girls.
Yeah.
And I really don't think that 25% of all parents are bad parents. I think it's just really unfortunate that this is a problem that affects a lot of children.
Yeah.
Sadly, you can't tell if somebody's going to sexually abuse your child. And you certainly couldn't imagine that your brother would do this, could you?
No. Not in a million years I couldn't imagine this.
So you know what, when you think to yourself, I'm a bad parent, can you think about the ways that you're not only a good parent, but as Kelly tells me, you're a great mom?
Kelly says that?
Yeah. She absolutely thinks that and says that. So what do you think? What do you think makes Kelly think that you're not only not a bad parent, but you're a great parent?
Well, Kelly probably thinks that because I caught her friends around.
You caught her friends around?
Yeah.
Okay, well.
And I, allow them to sleep over. And I probably carpool more than most moms. Her to her cheerleading practice and the things she likes to go to.
What about how loving you are towards her, how affectionate you are, and incredibly positive and encouraging to her?
Yeah, I try to be that way with her. Yeah, but she's such a good kid, it's easy to be that way.
Well, you know what? Take some credit for that, because she's such a good kid because you're such a good parent. Don't you think?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah. When she's positive, encouraging to you, where do you think she learned that?
Yeah, I just wish I could have protected her.
Yeah. You know what? Now you're taking steps to help her cope with something that, yes, we both agree we would have preferred this didn't happen. But even now you're being a great mom by helping her learn how to cope with a really difficult problem.
Yeah.
And in some ways, that'll give her greater strength as a person, to know that she has the skills to deal with a difficult problem, to know that she can turn to her family when difficult things happen and they'll support her 100%.
Yeah, she did thank me the other day for coming here and bringing her to counseling. Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah.
So next time you're saying to yourself, I'm really a bad parent, can you remind yourself what a good parent you are?
Yeah, I guess I could do that.
Okay. That's really important, because it will not only help you in the long run, but it really will help Kelly to see that her mom is feeling better, and her mom is being a kinder and more supportive person to herself.
Yeah, sometimes I'm hard on myself, I know that.
You really are hard on yourself. So you have some homework this week.
Okay.
Okay?
All right.
You're going to concentrate on looking for those childlike qualities in your daughter.
Yes.
And every time you say to yourself, I'm a bad parent, I should have done something differently, think about all the things that you're doing right.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you for reminding me of some of those.
It's easy. Okay, great.